What if you could offer your clients a way to never miss another customer phone call again, no matter how busy they are or even when their office or business is closed? This means no more lost leads, no more lost sales, and no more lost revenue. Instead, you're able to provide your clients with a powerful AI-driven solution that not only answers customer phone calls, but also captures essential customer information automatically. Now, think about how much more valuable that would make your agency's services, how much more money you could charge, and how much more revenue that you could actually generate. It's a lot. That's why in this video, I want to introduce you to a powerful tool that can take your agency's services and offers to the next level, called an AI employee. These AI employees are like having a 24/7 customer service team that ensures no call ever goes unanswered. So I'll show you how you can deploy this cutting-edge technology for your clients or yourself, helping them or you capture every lead, enhance customer satisfaction, and ultimately drive more revenue, all while positioning your agency as the go-to expert in AI-driven customer service solutions, which sounds really fancy. So let's dive in. All right, so here we are inside of the Miro board of truth and justice, sort of our internal document. Originally, this presentation was made for clients and students inside the Agency Accelerator, but I thought it was really important to share this with you as well, because I think that there's a lot of talk that people come out with about game-changing technologies and revolutionary new features and services, and most of the time it's complete hype and BS and nonsense, and we could very well just live without ever hearing about this. This is not one of those things. This is one of those things that, after having been involved in the agency space for over a decade now, I can confidently say is going to change the game, not only for businesses that are adopting this technology, but more importantly, for you as a current or aspiring agency owner who's going to be able to be the provider of this service to businesses, because the potential revenue generation and revenue recapture really here is frankly just off the charts. But we have some work to do, so let's dive in. First of all, AI employees. What is this stuff? What are we talking about? Well, what this is here is, we're going to call it an AI employee because AI agents have a couple different meanings. You're going to see some of these terms used synonymously and interchangeably, but regardless, what this is going to do primarily is answer calls that come into your client's business or your business. You're more than welcome to use this for yourself. And what it's going to do is act as a backup if someone is unable to answer the phone. And we're going to talk about just how incredibly important that is. Way underrated as a service, to make sure that we're not missing out on those potential leads and calls and sales. So this is where the AI employee kind of steps in, and it does such a better job than just sending them to voicemail. It's like, hey, leave a voicemail. Sorry we missed your call, which sometimes works if someone's really interested and really desperate, but more often than not, they just kind of move down the chain and go to the next business. But we're going to talk about that in a second. Also, as you can see over here on the right side, this the search term for AI employees has been steadily growing and kind of taking off in the last year or so. More and more businesses are becoming aware of this, and still, yet, not enough marketers are really adopting this technology, which means that you will have a significant first mover advantage by starting to familiarize yourself with this, starting to put this into some of your packaging and some of your offers. There's just, there's a lot of money to be made with it. So that's an AI employee in a nutshell. Next, how does it work? Well, let's look at this side here first, then we can get into some of the specifics and details later. Essentially, a customer calls a business, right? They call the business, they're going through whether they're looking for a plumber or a roofer or whatever it is. If that business has no AI employee, which is standard with like 99.9% of businesses out there, the lead is lost. Very rarely does a customer hang around or wait or leave a voicemail and hope that somebody calls them back. They almost basically never go to the contact form and fill out a form. What they do is they, for example, put in like roofing companies Denver. You could put in plumbing Las Vegas or landscaping Vancouver. Doesn't matter. What they do is they call the first business. If they don't answer, they call the second one. If they don't answer, they call the third. And they just keep going through the list. That's it. Which means you've got one opportunity to capture this lead. So do your clients. If you don't capture it, it's gone. They're going on to the competitors. So what we do instead is we do integrate an AI employee. We capture the lead. We get their name, their phone, their email. We're able to ask a question about the issue that they're having, the thing that they want more clarification about, and then we're able to follow up with that because it creates a prospect inside of our CRM, inside of your client's CRM, so that we're actually able to get that lead. So essentially, a call comes into a sub account. We use High Level for this. I'll make sure to put all of the relevant links at the bottom. the AI agent answers the call. In fact, I've got one set up right now. I'm going to walk you through an example as soon as we get to that phase, show you what it actually looks like. Then we're going to delete it and I'm going to rebuild it from scratch. And it's going to take all of about 45 seconds to do. We collect all the info. Then we get this detailed summary added to the contact record so that we can actually follow up on all of the leads. And again, incredibly powerful. So who is this for? Now, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I'm a huge fan on having your niche, focusing, being specific. This is one of those services though. It really is kind of for any business that takes phone calls. Now, if you're running an agency, clearly you want to stay focused on your niche first because you're going to be able to present this as an ideal solution to a very specific pain and problem they have, make it more relevant, make it more appealing, make it more irresistible to them. But if you're just getting started and you've yet to pick a niche, we've got a lot of different opportunities here to go from. Really what we're looking for though are not just businesses that take phone calls, but businesses that primarily take phone calls. I should put that in there. And we should spell it right. Primarily takes phone calls. Any business that primarily, so basically their phone is the main thing that they're collecting leads from. People don't often email them. They're not sending them DMs on social media. It's predominantly phone calls, which you're going to find is the vast majority of local service-based business anyways. So home services and contractors, this is huge. Think plumbers, roofers, any kind of contractor, builders, repairs. Medical and dental practices, what you're going to find is most of these businesses already have some kind of telephone automation in place. Press 1 for reception, press 2 for this, press this for that, whatever it is. But there is going to be a gap there because they will ask you to leave a voicemail rather than interacting with you directly. So there is still an opportunity there. Real estate agencies and realtors in particular, incredibly valuable, very easy sell. Because if they miss a phone call, they just see like a missed call. Some of them will call back, but if you're able to collect the leads, contact information, their name, their phone number, the reason they're calling, what they're hoping to do, you can personalize the greetings. So it's like, hey, this is Adam's Real Estate. Are you looking to buy or sell? Just let me know and I'll give you a call back and we'll go through all that in a second. Legal firms, same thing. Auto repair shops, fitness studios, gyms, restaurant catering, vet clinics, salons, property management, appliance repair. I really like this one for the record. Event planning, catering, healthcare practices, optometry, dentistry, retail stores. People that take phone calls. If they're missing these calls, again, back up here, with no AI employee in place, we lose the lead, they go to the next person on the list, and that customer is essentially lost forever, which is madness. All right, so how do we set it up? This is going to look a little more complicated. I just realized this. I'm looking at all this fine print. I put this here so that I could copy and paste it and you'd have easy access to it because I have taken the original beta launched version of the AI employee and then I tweaked it a little bit for my specific needs and for the needs of my clients and students. I'm going to make sure that I get you access to this either in a link below or I'll copy paste it. Somehow there will be some way for you to get this. Really though, incredibly simple. We use High Level to do this. Again, I'm going to make sure to put a link down in the description so you can access to an extended free trial as well as all this stuff. But there's 3 steps: agent details, agent goals, and phone details. So first things first, let's walk over here and I want to show you this one that I built out just a minute or two ago, essentially. You see right over there. And we're going to run through it and give it a test. And I'm going to hope that the microphone picks up on the phone as I call the number, because I want you to hear exactly what it does and how crazy accurate it is. Even with my weird spelling last name of Erhart, which if you were to pronounce it as it's spelled, it'd be like Erhart, but we're going to see what they can do. So we're going to call, I'll put it on speaker. We're going to hope for the best.
Hey, you have Agency Accelerator. How can I help you today?
Hi, yeah, I'm just calling because I've got some questions about the program and what kind of support is provided with it.
Got it. A team member will reach out to you with all the details. Can I get your name, please?
Yeah, my name is Adam Erhart.
Just to make sure I've got it right, your name is Adamerharsh. Is that correct?
Nope, last name is Erhart.
Thanks for clarifying. So your name is Adamerhart. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Great, Adam. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Let's go with 855-651-5508.
Just to make sure I've got it right, the best phone number to reach you at is 855-651-5508. Is
Yes,
that correct?
That's correct.
Perfect. Can you tell me a bit more about the questions or issues you're facing with the program?
Yeah, really, I'm just trying to figure out like how I'm going to get questions answered, what kind of coaching and support there is. Are there weekly or monthly calls, daily calls? Like what's involved?
Got it. Our team will reach out to you with all the details about the coaching and support options, including call schedules. Thanks for reaching out, Adam. We'll get back to you soon. Have a great day.
Awesome. Thank you. And that's it. And then what ends up happening is that information gets added to a contact automatically inside of the high-level CRM. So we're able to see who called, when they called, what the transcript was. You can even verify it just to make sure that things didn't get a little weird or wonky with some of the translations. But like, shocking. And if you've ever called any of the automated robot style AI stuff before, what you've probably noticed is that when you give them your name, like Adam Erhart, and they read it back, they often read it back painfully slow. Like just to confirm, it's A, D, A, and you're come on, hurry up. What I found here is that the way that it's been developed, the way it's been programmed, it's really fast and incredibly effective. So let's take a look at this one. I'm going to delete this one now, and we're going to make a new one. So delete My Agent 820. Very original name. Feel free to name it whatever you like. All right, so here we are. We're inside of AI Agents. This is a beta release of it. I've got early access to it. It should be rolling out shortly. So again, I'll make sure to put links down below where you're going to be able to get first access to it. Make sure you're signed up to get all that. We're going to hit Create AI Agent. We're going to name it My Agent 866. Good enough for me. We've got a number of different voices to choose from. Now, here's some fun facts. My strong recommendation is that we choose a female voice instead of a male voice. The reason is, and a lot of this comes from experience back in the aviation world when I used to be a pilot, we had to study this stuff called human resource management and human factors, why we do the things that we do. And what the researchers found was that not just men, but also women were more likely to listen and engage and follow the orders of a female voice than they were a male voice. Also, it tended to be more clear, viewed as more intelligent, more articulate, and so on. So I pretty much always use a female voice, but you can try different kinds. Like you can test this one.
The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend.
We've got, but I'm going to go with Samantha here still, because that's the one that we used right away. We've got the business name. You can put in whatever one you want. Then you have this initial message here. Hey, you reached Agency Accelerator. How can I help you today? Again, we can put this and adapt it and modify it for whatever kind of business that you're building this thing out for. So very, very cool. Next. We'll hit next. Here's where we get to choose what kind of information we want to collect from the lead. Name, we could say email, we could get their phone number, we could get the contact's issue, which I want. Now, what you may remember is just a couple minutes ago when I called that, they asked me for my phone number and not my email. And this is because I strongly recommend that we collect phone numbers when someone phones in. Very, very important is that when someone's making a phone call to a business, they've just identified their preferred communication channel by actually using that communication channel. And we want to interact and engage with our clients, with our prospects, with everyone on their preferred channels. So if they're phoning, we want to phone them back. We don't want to email them. We don't want to send them a DM. We can do that as like a backup, but primarily we want to do things. But you don't see that option here. So I'm going to show you, again, that's what all of this fancy pants stuff here is all the code to basically code's not the right word, the prompt to switch it over. So we're going to go switch to advanced mode. And you're going to see here, these are the prompts that are in there by default. And they're really good. They're just not what we need. So you can see all of that. That set's there. What I want to do though is I want to come over here and actually, is it under phone details? No, that's there. We're good there. I want to come over here and copy all of this. So we'll just do that. We'll come back over here and we'll paste. So now what you can see is that I'm collecting name, phone, and the issue. And then what I've done is I've added this out so that we've actually got it spelled out correctly with the phone number. So it's not going to read like, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it wouldn't read like 123, 456, 7,899, which would be completely confusing for a phone number. So all you've got to do is copy and paste that in there. Of course, you can feel free to tweak that even more. Update contact field. What I do here is put phone, and then I will use either other or any other kind of field that you want to put it in. And this would be phone number of caller. And now what's going to happen is it's going to add this automatically to their contact details. That's it there. We're cruising right along. We'll hit next. We'll pick a phone number. We'll pick any of the ones that we've got. We'll use the one here. We'll hit save. And wait for it. We're done. Now we have a brand new AI employee. Completely like we did before. Exactly like that example was. Absolutely incredible. So copy and paste that. I'll make sure to put that in there. And now you're done. So next question. What should you charge? How valuable is this? 3 tiers. 2 tiers. 3 tiers. What should you charge? You've got a ton of different options here. The first of which is that you can offer it as $100 a month for a standalone access to this service. As you can see, that took me all of 45 seconds, because maybe 2 minutes, because I was explaining the process as you go. But once you have that information, especially if you have that prompt, you can just tweak it and customize it, get whatever information you want, copy paste, and you've set up a brand new AI agent like that. So $100 a month, you sign up a ton of different clients, easy way to make some passive income. My preference though, and where the real money is made, is step number 2. We include it as part of a larger package. This means that we can give them access to an AI employee, but we can also give them missed call text back. We can also give them customer reactivation campaigns. We can also give them Google business profile optimization. In other words, local SEO, build them citations, optimize the profile, add the right images, make sure that all of that's good. We can build them websites with a click of a button. I've got videos on that on the channel as well. We can create AI chat widgets so that not only now are we giving someone an AI employee that is going to respond to a missed call, but we can also put a chat widget right on their website, which gives us even more opportunities to answer questions, engage the lead. And if you remember, like I said earlier, we want to stick in the communication path that the client, that the customer is communicating with. So if they start a chat with a widget, we can follow up with a chat on the widget. If they call us, we can respond with a call, and we can do this automatically. The third option is you can give it away for free. What madness? What are you talking about free? Well, we use it as a gateway to a larger package. Essentially, this is going to cost us very minimal. In fact, we could charge them basically just our costs of it, get them to use it, get them to fall in love with it, and then we can stay in touch with them. We know that they're an ideal prospect. They've started to invest money in their marketing, and now we've established that relationship, which is going to lead to more trust and more authority. And you can bet your pants that when they want to upgrade or find something else, they're going to be coming to you. But again, this is my preference here. And then you're able to work with their budget. Again, the beauty of these things, missed call text back, reactivation, GBP optimization, web design, all of these are services that we can deploy directly inside of High Level as well, which means if they have a $2,000 a month budget, your profit margins are 99%. You can keep $1,900 and some odd dollars of that. On the other hand, if they have a $2,000 budget and you're running something like Facebook ads or Google ads, well, now we have to take a portion of your profit and give it to the actual advertising platforms, which is why I love ads. I think they're phenomenal. But my preference is we would start with these, maximize all of these opportunities because they're going to get results. You're going to keep higher profit margins. All right, what can we do with this thing in the future as it continues to be adapted and evolved and as it rolls out? Well, obviously we know that we can choose different voices. My recommendation, again, we stick with a female voice. We can have this act as a backup instead of having to constantly go for the calls. The other thing that we can do is that when you're selling this to a potential business owner, my recommendation is that you pitch it as an after hours service more than you do as a missed call opportunity. And the reason for that is twofold. The first of which is that the business owner probably thinks they don't miss any calls. They're wrong, but that's what they think, and we're not there to argue with them. The second is that we don't want to push that on them and then start offending them, being like, you're missing all these calls and you're losing all this money. That's just typically not a very good angle to take. Much better off to say, hey, we have this thing that's going to allow you to capture all of these calls after hours. And in the off chance that you miss a call while you're here, because you're busy or serving someone else, it's going to take care of that for you automatically. All right, other things. We can trigger a workflow during the call. We can end the call, transfer the call, send an SMS. There's so many things that we can do based on someone doing that. We can have it immediately reach out to leads on the team. We can send them follow-ups. We can add them to different workflows. All of this can be done automatically. All right. what do we do next? Couple things. First of all, you're going to want to make sure that you are signed up for High Level in order to get this as soon as it gets dropped. I've got a link here that's going to give you an extended free trial to 30 days. So aerh.co/high level. Again, I'll put the link down in the description below. The other thing is you do want to make sure that you are on my email newsletter because I'm going to be keeping you up to date and informed on all of the developments on this. Again, I think it's just probably one of the coolest and certainly most powerful marketing tools that I've seen in a long time. You can sign up there. You also get a free cheat sheet. So it's win-win. And if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe too. So nothing to lose. And with that said, well, feel free to take a look at those now. I'll make sure to link up a video somewhere around here for you to check out next. And otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one.